All right. Hello, and welcome to another installment of Luna's Art Archive project. Today I decided to do a walkthrough of my Paladin Sanctuary that I had previously done a fast motion video for, but I figured you might have missed some stuff while watching that. So, yeah, I figured it's time. It's finally time to make a walkthrough of the Paladin Sanctuary. So to start, I made this house for my friend Wace. He's a guildie, and he wanted a house for his Paladin, who is a follower of, and I can't remember the deity's name, Mythiniel Mar. Okay, so he's Paladin of Mythiniel Mar, and this is the Mythiniel Mar house in New Hallis, and he wanted all he told me was like, make it for a Paladin, and I was like, well, I don't really know much about a Paladin, but we'll see where we get. So, yeah, I streamed this, so the creation process of this, so if you would like to catch the creation process of this house, you can go check that out on my YouTube channel. It is about 70 plus hours of stream content for this house, and then there's also the fast motion video of the creation process. So here we go. So this first room, I just kind of wanted to experiment in this house with creating my own round rooms. So that's what I kind of did. He had these statues in the house already, and I just figured that this front hall looked really nice with these cool, statues like this. And then the floor, I put these swords down and made sure to put the blue gem, because the blue gem is on Mythiniel Mar's sword. And yeah, and then I did the ceiling where you could kind of see outside with the windows up here. So yeah, it's just kind of a simple front room, but yeah, basically with this house, I really just wanted to experiment with making my own round rooms, and so that's what I did. There's upstairs, there's quite a few round rooms, so we're gonna go this way first. So this is just a little hallway. This hallway was a pain. Again, so this statue doesn't usually, oops, come here, stop, what are you doing? This statue doesn't usually have a sword, but I put a sword in it and then put the blue gem, just like it was a Mythiniel Mar. And then we have an altar to Mythiniel Mar as well. And I don't know why it keeps doing that when I get close to objects. But the hard part of this was that I decided, well, I built this hallway first of all, and it's an oddly shaped hallway. As you can see, it's kind of got lots of whatever. And, but when you look up, I tried to make it like curved roof in here to kind of match the curve in there. And yeah, getting these triangles, especially that triangle right there, to be as perfect as possible was a pain. It was horrible. Okay, so then we come out here to the courtyard, and I built my first fountain. So the fountain is made out of one of those houses that we can get. And I just have some, what are these? Some Fountain of Storms around. But my favorite part is right here, where this is actually a mannequin wearing a cloak that looks like flowing water. And then I put a jar and whatnot here to make it look like the water was flowing out, and made this and created this fountain. There you go. And then the rest of the courtyard I just fenced in. Got some trees in the background there. I fenced this in because technically you were supposed to be able to see that front room. If this was an actual house, like if I built this on Tenebra's Tangle Isle or whatever, it would, you'd be able to see from this courtyard, you'd be able to see that room, and I couldn't, there was no way to do that. So I just fenced this in, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so back down over here, I did block off the basement. I decided that we didn't really need to get into the basement. Every time I decorate one of these houses, for some reason, I block off the basement. I don't know, maybe I just don't like the basement. I got a sword here. Again, Paladin stuff. I just figured weapons. And we try to keep with the blue theme, blue, gold, kind of just real Paladin-y looking. I did the stairwell. I put little frames around to just kind of break up the expanse, and then I redid the stairs, and the stair rail actually is covered with stuff. So okay, so then we come up to the top here. This weird angle thing here is covering up those horse head statues that are on the wall there, if you're wondering. So then the hallway, I kept with the blue theme. I got this big banner and tried to make it look nice. And these are my rendition of Nathaniel Marr. So I think the armor is actually, yeah, it's the Marr set. It's the ceremonial Marr set. But the helmet was one that I just found and it matched. So I put it on there. And so we have Nathaniel Marr statues. We have his sword, the Truth of Marr. Okay, so trying to keep it all together. So then the first room here was another round room that I decided to make. And we got the ceiling with the curved ceiling, the curved roof. And this was just kind of like odds and ends that he had, teleportation stuff that he had in his moving crate. And I just figured it all looked nice put together in here. Just like this. And then I built this desk. And since this is the travel room, I have, the ship's wheel and just, again, a lot of this stuff was just stuff that he had laying around. And so I tried to utilize as much of his stuff as possible, like this chair and this lamp. And yeah, so I built the desk. So there we go. So just a nice little room. And then the next room was also a round room, but because of where I had to place it, I had to make this curved hallway, and it was difficult, this curved hallway to make, but it turned out okay, and I'm happy with it. So this is the crafting room, and it is also where I decided to put all his trophies and weapons that he had collected, but I didn't want to just like put them up on the wall willy-nilly, so I created all these picture frames and just tried to display all his stuff in different ways. And I thought it turned out nice. The black and the white really help accentuate, I feel like, the different weapons. And yeah, I really like it. And then so the crafting station is actually right here. And if you stand here, you can craft anything. It's all buried inside the floor, actually. And so he's got his girl over here, his apprentice, and he's got his depots in here. And so everything's right here to be able to craft and do what you want. So I still had quite a bit of item count once I finished this and this one big room over here. And so I decided, why not make an apartment for the Paladin to live in? So we have the front area here. He's got his mailbox, little flowers, what have you. We come inside here. And yeah, it's just a simple, nice little apartment for a paladin. Got his armor stuff here. Let's just go around the room. So I made a fish tank. Of course, the glitch is on because I don't know my settings. But yeah, so a little fish tank, put swords. Again, I tried to keep with the sword theme, like, as much as possible. So just a simple little fish tank. Oh, pro tip, the little shells that are all over in here are the tops of cupcakes. So if you need little shells for anything, tops of cupcakes are your thing. The windows took forever because I could not find curtains that I liked. So I ended up with these pull curtains that I made out of books and keys. And I thought they turned out nice because I wanted something blue. I wanted to try to keep with the blue theme. And so there we go. Custom furniture. I built this lamp out of swords. I got a ton of swords and just put them around. Nice little fireplace with the dragon kind of theme, paladin, like that. Okay, so just a little sitting area, and then so over here we have the kitchen, and we got a stove, doors in the cabinets that I made, trash bin, little sink area. Just a simple kitchen. I love these unfinished Wantia armoires, and I use them everywhere in this house because the color was just perfect for this. Made little planter boxes up here at the top. just simple, nice little little kitchen area. And then the table, the dining room area over here, so I built the table out of a rug and put, railings around the edge so it wouldn't be so flat. And then I built these chairs out of more swords, tried to keep with the sword theme. Okay, so that's the downstairs of the apartment. There's the guild hall door. So we go up the steps to the bedroom. And the bedroom, I love, this is the bottom of a table. It's just one of those happy accidents that you find that's just really cool. And so I made that. That's bedside tables, trying to keep with the blue theme. And the comforter was a lot of fun to make. Got the little cups in there. Had to build the comforter. I love building comforters up over pillows. That's one of my favorite things to do. The desk, handmade desk, out of, I think it's more Wantia stuff. Yeah, but it's the finished Wantia stuff. And so I figured that matched really nicely. And a lamp, custom made lamp with stuff that he had. Over here we have his dresser with a shield and a sword, and then his helmet of Nathaniel Marr. Right there. Custom built dresser. Again, out of the Wantia stuff. And then over here, I have just another shrine. So there's shrines all over the place because this is, paladins are very deity oriented. And so I just built this little shrine. And all these play music if you want to hear the music. So there we go. And then last but not least, in here is the bathroom. And the bathroom's just simple and small. These are all mannequins. This was a pain because they are slightly askew when you first lay them down. So it was a lot of fiddling to make sure all of them were facing the right direction. But I really wanted to have this tile work with the shields in there. And so we have the toilet here, which is just, a bucket. Because this, I was trying to make it so it was kind of like before plumbing. So nice little bucket, toilet paper. This book is for use as toilet paper since toilet paper hasn't been invented yet. Oh my gosh, I forgot I made that. All right, and then we have the bathtub and the sink. I think they're made out of the same bucket, and then a custom cabinet. So that's it. That's the whole Paladin Sanctuary. Again, if you probably watched this on the fast motion, you probably saw all of this already, but now you have a little bit more explanation of what everything is and what's all going on. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye.